This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 1469, The Freedom of Being Fit, and Stop Exercising, Start Training, Why It's Important, both by Jason Loebig of LiveBetterCo.org. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik, reading you some of the most popular health and fitness blogs out there, with permission from the websites, of course. Now, I usually read you just one blog each day, but occasionally, when the article is a bit on the shorter side, I read you two. You've come to expect that, I'll provide you with at least 8 minutes of content, and so sometimes I have to read you 2 blogs to make sure I deliver on that promise, and that's the case today. So, with that, let's get right to our 2 posts as we optimize your life. The Freedom of Being Fit by Jason Loebig of LiveBetterCo.org. In the pursuit of a better body or improved health, we're all after the same thing. Whether you're a mother of 2, a weekend warrior, or a professional athlete, we can recognize the ultimate benefit of achieving better health: more energy. More energy means more freedom to do what it is you want, when you want, and where you want. Unfortunately, physical and mental health are fragile. We may make decisions every day that lead us away from good health, whether it be the food we put in our mouths or the physical stress we endure. As we age, these issues could become larger and possibly more life-threatening. Both sides of my family have a history of Alzheimer's disease. In each case, the disease became increasingly progressive when physical mobility was lost. Physical exercise and the freedom to move are stimuli for the brain. If you like to go for a run or hit the gym to quote-unquote clear your mind, this already makes sense to you, and a sedentary lifestyle can lead to inactivity in the brain. Fortunately, you can do something to address it. Everyone has a different reason for why they train, like get stronger or lose weight, and so on. Few people realize this reason is everything to achieving success in creating sustainable health habits. When the going gets tough, you'll need a why to fall back on. U.S. Navy SEAL Commander Jocko Willink once said, quote, "Don't count on motivation, count on discipline," end quote. There will be days you won't want to get up early. Some days you'll make an excuse to skip your workout. It's days like these you need a why. Why do I train? My operating model is quite simple. Be ready for any challenge at any time. I weave in elements of functional training, yoga, gymnastics, jiu-jitsu, climbing, running, swimming, and biking to my everyday routine, and enjoy any sport that gives me a sense of thrill, especially the downhill ones aided by gravity. Snowboarding, surfing, golf, mountain biking, hiking, wakeboarding, and so on. Ask me to run a 5K? Great, I'm in. Want to go surfing in the morning? Play golf in the afternoon and snowboard in the early evening? Definitely. Any adventure at any time. I make it a point to practice exercise tourism. Anytime I'm in a new destination, I go for a tour by going for a run or a bike ride. This is great to do in your own city as well. Chicago, for example, has no shortage of great stops along the lake and throughout the city. Cities are giant playgrounds, and I'm bringing back recess for adults. Now, this all sounds well and good, but why? If we're being honest, I'd like to live to be 150 years old. I train so I can whoop my grandson's in a triathlon. I train so I can carry all the groceries in from the car in one trip. I train so I never have to miss out on a fun trip somewhere around the world with my friends. I train and eat so I can do backflips at the age of 100. I train so my name never becomes irrelevant to the word athlete. But most importantly, I train so that I function at 100% capacity. If my energy meter is full, it means I can give 100% of myself to the world. Nobody gets shortchanged. Health is my passion and my purpose. I train so I can help someone in need, so I can help others become the healthiest version of themselves. Be proactive about increasing your freedom. It's never too late to start. This is your vitality we're talking about. It's what makes you and keeps you alive. Ultimately, we must show gratitude for our health. No matter your physical or mental limitations, improvement is always an option, and growth is a necessity. Health is a gift which cannot be taken for granted. To use the flight attendant saying, put your oxygen mask on first, then use your gift to help those in greater need than yourself. Be a source of inspiration and motivation for others when their discipline wavers. Be free, be fit, live better, have the best day ever, every single day. Now, as promised, I do have another post from Jason coming right up. But first, do you get stressed out when planning a vacation? I've definitely needed some extra help choosing the perfect spot for my next family getaway. And that's why Apple Vacations is so great. They're known as America's favorite vacation company for good reason. Just think of them as your one-stop shop for that next level summer vacation. Apple Vacations will help you plan your entire getaway with confidence. We're talking personalized service, exceptional values, plus you can choose the most gorgeous destinations like Mexico, the Caribbean, Central America, Hawaii, and the continental US. Each all-inclusive Apple Vacations package includes round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, meals, drinks, entertainment, and tips. Non-stop transfers are also included at no additional cost at select hotels, so the entire vacation is as seamless as possible. For a limited time, you can use promo code SAND75 and take $75 off your stay at Live Aqua in Cancun or Punta Cana. Just go to applevacations.com/optimal-health-daily to get this steal of a deal to your favorite Live Aqua resort today. Stop exercising, start training. Why it's important. By Jason Loebig of LiveBetterCo.org. I would be super happy to never have to hear, I just want to get toned, ever again. Why? Because it lacks specificity of any kind. The term toned is really an increase in muscle mass with a decrease in body fat. Training implies an intention. It's specific, measurable, actionable. It's smart. Training allows you to improve on something and work towards something, whether that be a professional athlete training for the Olympics or the couch to 5K athlete running their first race at age 50. Training is sustainable. It's useful for life, whether you like to golf or take long walks on the beach. Your mobility, that is your ability to move around restriction-free, is everything to your long-term health, both physically and mentally. Exercising, on the other hand, is mindless. It brings to mind someone on the elliptical, wearing sandals, at a resistance level of 3 and watching their iPad. You have to ask, what's the point? If your primary complaint is that you don't have enough time to work out, let's actually change that verbiage to train right now, be more efficient and train for something. Have a plan. Try signing up for a race like a local 5K or something more serious like a triathlon or Tough Mudder. Make it fun and train with a buddy. One of the first things I explain to a client is the progression of becoming fit. First, you gain more energy. Then your mental state gets a wonderful boost. You'll start saying things like, I feel much happier. Then the results start to pour in. What was once an obligation is now a necessity. When you feel better on the days you work out, as opposed to the days you skip, you're hooked. The snowball effect of inertia starts to work. What's in motion tends to stay in motion. Your travels become a little more active. You spend weekends enjoying the outdoors rather than lying in bed, and the food you eat becomes fuel for living life at full tilt, rather than a governor on your energy levels. I love watching this transition. We're all athletes, but somewhere along the way we sometimes get trapped inside our desk-ridden bodies, aching to get out and play like a kid again. Why do I train, you ask? I train for physical readiness. I never want to be bad at something, and I never want to get left behind. In fact, I'd rather excel at everything. Any challenge, at any time, I want to be ready. My goal is to be the best at being good at everything. I'd like to pivot from a triathlon right into golf season, straight into snowboard season. If there was a decathlon in mountain biking, surfing, yoga, rock climbing, golf, high-intensity interval training, snowboarding, gymnastics, running, and swimming, I'd like to win that. I spend time in the gym so I can prepare my body for the demands of adventure. I don't spend time in the gym to, quote-unquote, get toned. The toning comes in due time, after the hard work in the gym and in the kitchen. Nike got it perfectly right. Stop exercising. Start training. You just listened to the posts titled The Freedom of Being Fit and Stop Exercising, Start Training, Why It's Important, both by Jason Loebig of LiveBetterCo.org. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. Now, did you notice Jason's theme in both articles? It was all about finding your why, meaning what's the deeper reason behind why you take care of your body? Losing weight and looking better are superficial reasons for following a healthy lifestyle. Think of it this way. What happens when a person doesn't lose the weight? Or what happens if they don't achieve the body they've always wanted? Well, this often leads to frustration and possibly quitting altogether. See, I knew I'd never lose all that weight. See, I knew I could never look like so-and-so. But if we have a deeper reason, a more meaningful why for our healthy lifestyle, it makes it easier to be persistent, especially when things don't go exactly as planned. If we think about a healthy lifestyle as something we do so that we can, say, walk our grandchildren down the aisle at their weddings, or be a role model to our family and friends, then a little setback, like a weight loss plateau, won't take the fight out of you. Your more meaningful purpose, your why, your deeper why, will keep you going. All right, that'll do it from me for today. I'll be back here tomorrow for the usual Friday Q&A, so I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.